Hey everybody. All right, one more of my little impromptu videos. As far as deciphering any information out there about anything you're trying to accomplish. Okay, so whether it's losing weight, whether it's getting in shape, whether it's making $1 million, all the normal stuff we're all trying to do to a certain degree or not. When you see things or hear things or get advice from somebody, there's a pattern going on that really bugs me that I'm going to share with you guys. And just apply this way of thinking a little bit when you hear advice from somebody on the internet or a friend or a relative or whatever. Just apply this way of thinking, okay? Because I heard something today that really bugged me. It was a true statement made to someone who was trying to better themselves, and it was meant, I suppose, to try to help this person. However, if the person actually understood this, they probably wouldn't have lended much weight to the comment. So let me explain. So let's say I'm trying to lose weight, okay? And most of us out there have heard this before, but you hear how you should not eat after a certain time of night because the logic suggests that if you eat right before you go to bed, you're inactive and you're going to not use all the calories you put in your mouth and it will get stored as fat. Now, that makes sense. However, the actual impact on your weight loss is so minuscule that anyone who does that and that's all they do and thinks that they're going to achieve their goals most likely isn't going to hit them. Now, if you said that that statement is untrue, well, you'd be lying. Should you eat before bed? There's a little bit of maybe, kind of, sort of, some information says maybe you shouldn't. Now, I eat before bedtime all the time, and I can still lose weight whenever I want. But it's those little tiny true statements that really make people get on the wrong track. So here's the best another analogy I can say is, when someone says something that is technically true, and then people jump on it like it's the be all end all of the entire meaning of life. That's what I have a problem with. So let's say you're standing on a railroad track and you're facing a speeding train coming at you. You're on the tracks and you have a BB gun in your hand. If someone came to you and said, shoot the BB gun at the train, it will slow it down. Guess what? For science nerds out there, Google it if you want to. It technically does slow it down. I mean, if you add the mass of the BB going towards the train and the mass of the train, there is a minute slowdown of the train. So when someone comes along and tells you to do that, you can't call them a liar because technically it is true. Now, we can all use your knowledge to figure out that the ultimate goal is probably not to get hit by the train, even though that's not what was said or anything like that. The best advice that would actually work is get off the damn tracks. Okay, so when I hear little minute points and then people say, oh, well, gee, that's what I should do and life becomes good. No. So, when this comes into play, that really bothers me in day-to-day life is diet, exercise, even some certain things I've heard in the business world. Sales is really notorious for this, kind of things, and by making true statements, but they're so small true that in the real world it doesn't really make a difference. And it just bothers me. So, and what prompted this, and I'll just tell you what prompted this was, I'm doing a fasting right now, which is what I do. I love fasting. I think it's the fountain of youth, and I think that in years to come, people will discover that part of our problem is that we eat every day, and we're not meant to. But that's another video. But is when I told someone that I did this, this person wanted to be in better shape. This person was not in great shape, and I'm not the one saying that. This person openly admits that they're not in the shape they want to be in, and was in much better shape than this person. I'm not trying to gloat or anything like that, but it's just a fact because I want you to understand where this was coming from. when I told this person that I was fasting, they said, "That's not good for you. Do you want to know why?" Now, this person has no knowledge, no experience in physical fitness or weight loss. They know what the rest of the average person knows or believes they know. And they said, well, because when you don't eat for a long time, your body will shove anything that you finally do eat into your fat cells. Now, after doing years of research on dieting and how the body works, I am not a doctor. I do not hold a degree in any kind of fitness or diet at all. Doesn't mean my brain doesn't work and I can't figure things out. That is completely not the case. The truth to that, I think, was made by someone a long time ago who said, "Oh no, you don't want to stop eating." And people like that. People like that because we're always looking for the path of least resistance. So they're like, so all these people who want to get in shape are going, "Oh, you know what? That makes sense. I'm not going to stop eating because that's bad for you." Everybody always globs on to the piece of the piece that they like the most. Okay, nobody bothers to check on the science of this stuff. They like the way it sounds, and so that's what they're going to do, which has morphed today into, oh, don't eat 3 meals a day, eat 6 meals a day because it keeps your metabolism going. Again, to the average person, that sounds right. And there might be this much truth to it, but I'm telling you, everyone I know who eats 6 meals a day is not in good shape. And people who fast, most of them, not all of them, are in really good shape. So I take my knowledge from the end result, from actual practical experience and seeing things. But these average people who hear this stuff, and they hear it on TV and they hear it on the internet, and it's like, okay, there's this much truth to it, but if you're going to take that and apply that to trying to achieve your goals, you're going to get screwed. You're going to screw yourself. So what I'm saying is when you hear something, use your own common sense. Even if you don't like the way it sounds, just do your own research, check into it. Don't just find the opinions you like to hear and then find something to back it up, because we can all find something. I can find something out there on the internet that says that pigs actually do fly. Okay, that doesn't make it true because I can find a website or a video or something that says it's true. Okay, so just because someone's famous, don't take their word for it. I mean, I'm not famous at all, so I'm not expecting you to take my word for anything, but check it out. Just check into things when people say certain things, because just because you can't call it a lie doesn't mean that you should take it as gospel truth. Okay, so anyway, that's just what I had to say, because I heard this and it really just kind of hit a nerve with me. And it's not just dieting and exercise. I mean, there's, again, it applies to everything. Some little bit of truth, like, make money and you'll be happy. No, not true. I mean, you can have money and then maybe use that as an advantage to be happy. But I promise you, if you get a whole bunch of money in your bank account, you're not going to be happy simply because of that. It will afford you the option to be happy, possibly, but you can be just as happy even if you don't have tons of money. So just take things, analyze them, think about it for a little bit, and don't just do what sounds fun. Do what you've done the research on and you figured out is true or not. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Thanks.